My speech today is on adopting rescue dogs. Adopting a rescue dog might seem like a broad statement if you consider the concept that it's easier to destroy than to create. Then you understand why this statement is so important. By destroying these dogs, we destroy our own humanity, our love of life, and our ability to create a beautiful moment in time can make a difference that defines our own existence. According to the Zebra Organization, there are 3.9 million dogs abandoned each year in the United States, with 670,000 dogs euthanized each year. These numbers might seem staggering, but what is really staggering is that by saving these dogs, we are really saving ourselves. To be worthy of salvation, Buddha and Jesus taught the concepts of compassion and love integrated into our lives to help our souls grow. A nature to nurture, reap what you sow, ideally. The number of these animals that are abused is staggering, and unlike violent crimes against people, many in these cases are not reported. I have information firsthand knowing how badly my own rescue dog was abused. Despite her abuse, she only knows love and compassion for anyone she meets. Knowledge is power, and with power comes great responsibility. A responsibility to bring you to information that will make a difference to anyone thinking of owning a dog. In a society of disposable relationships, friendships, marriage, and unfortunately animals, something that should never be disposed of is our humanity, and know that some things in life are not disposable. Are we really worthy of humanity if we can't even be humane to ourselves? The problem is that rescue dogs are building up in our shelters. The cause is the lack of understanding of what it takes to be a responsible dog owner. If you own a dog, please have them spayed or neutered if you don't plan to breed them. This will prevent unwanted animals from being added to an already overwhelmed rescue shelter system. This will reduce our community currently experiencing a large abuse and abandonment issues. If you do plan to get a rescue dog, seek help from online training and shelter services. Integrate your new rescue into your family environment so they feel safe and secure. Also, seek help from local breed organizations so that you can better understand your dog and its needs so you can be a better owner and teach the animals its proper role in your household. Research your breed so you know how and what to expect and what your dog should know from you. Too many dogs are put down due to being the wrong breed, neglect, or abuse. Most rescue shelters that deal with a certain breed can help you with this endeavor. They already know the animals and the history so they can individualize the dog's needs to your needs in the adoption process. Every dog is different, just like every person is different. Some dogs cannot be around children, certain animals, other dogs, or have anxiety around certain situations. By having the knowledge of a dog's past can better translate into its better future, so that the expectations of the dog and its new owner can have a rewarding forever family adoption. My rescue dog's adoption came about from owning a boxer in my past. When I was younger, I realized just how gentle, protective, and loving this sweet breed can be. I knew that our dog rescue adoption would be a great successful story for us. We hear this over and over again from other dog rescue owners. The love you give comes back tenfold when you open your heart to a rescue dog. Our dog would have been destroyed if it wasn't for a boxer rescue shelter that took a mixed breed. We feel blessed through our dog rescue. We know that others can benefit from our rescue experience. Recycle, rebuild, recover, and reap the benefits of a rescue dog. You'll never regret the chance to make a difference. Our community is currently experiencing a large dog abuse and abandonment issue. Approximately nearly 70 million dogs are abused in the United States, which seems high. However, according to the Humane Society, 70 million compared to 10 million men and women? Wow. Men and women are abused each year. Only 10 million. Who abuses animals? The real question should be why this occurs. The lack of understanding, education, and training to prevent this abuse before it starts. Start by fixing people's hearts before we become broken as a society. It's important to be proactive rather than reactive. Train for success and teach for the future to be a great dog owner. According to the NPR, in November of 2019, President Trump signed a law called PACT. This was passed to protect abused and abandoned dogs. I did not have time to raise and train a puppy. I looked to a rescue shelter to meet my needs of an empty nest. I wanted a dog to choose me as well as choose it. I looked online for rescue that would meet my husband and my needs. I saw one that came available and we went to meet her as soon as our backgrounds came back clear. Our meeting with Chani was surreal, to say the least. She came to me immediately and chose me as her forever human. I sat down, she sat in my lap, put her paws around my neck, and we just looked at each other and knew. She gave me a hug that I can still feel today. She had a damaged eye and a broken body from all her past abuse. But besides all of her past mistreatments, all she knew was to respond with love. She had found her forever family. I could not deny her a chance for a loving home. She was already trained by her foster family and was a turnkey operation, a true credit to the foster family and their kindness. She was a pit bull boxer mix that came from a puppy breeding mill in Mexico. We sealed the adoption, and she soon became the best rescue dog we've ever owned, full of joy, happiness that filled our hearts and our home. She knew all the basic commands and was potty trained. Our rescue dog really rescued us and opened our hearts more than we ever could have imagined. I can safely say that now that we have heard about the crisis of how many dogs are abused, let's examine why they don't get the help they need. Dogs get destroyed more often than adopted because of the type of breed, scary stereotypes, or just by sheer abuse and their inability to socialize back into a family setting. Boxers and pit bulls have gotten a bad reputation for the way they look. It's not a bad dog. It's a bad owner on how the dogs will portray themselves. Approximately 390,000 dogs die each year because they can't be re-socialized back into a home safely. Reward good habits to prevent bad habits. Did you know that pit bulls used to serve as wartime soldiers and mascots during World War I? However, now even though it's illegal, dogfighting rings that have made these two breeds of dogs scary, looks as in life can be deceptive. Understanding our nature and our dog's nature, we can better overcome and prevent unrealistic prejudices. Now that we are clear as to the cause of why these dogs are in this predicament, mainly the abuse of owners, it is now time to come together and adopt these poor abused dogs or donate funds that help in the rehabilitation and their future rescue. If each of us decides to adopt just one pet from a rescue or donate to their cause, we can give them the chance for a new life and a second chance. These funds can help the animals with their new start in life. If each adopt a rescue dog, we can learn to love what we want and want what we love, unconditional love, the way that love was meant to be. One of the ways to adopt a boxer rescue is through a company called AABR. If you want a pit bull, the company is called BPRS. In conclusion, pit bulls and boxers abuse is out of control. However, something can be done. Help us reduce this by either adopting a pit bull or a boxer, or donate to a cause that helps protect this poor misunderstood breeds. These dogs are willing to love without condition. They help keep us calm. They protect us from harm. It's only fair that we support their future needs. It's time to give them a leg up and help them from further abuse and neglect. By rescuing them, they are rescuing us. Commit to this charity so that we can endeavor to persevere, support your local dog rescues.
Cha-cha. Hey, Johnny.